Hey everyone, welcome to today's show. Today, we'll talk about Bob and his big dog's mountain life, ending with his heroic feats after 3 years. What a fascinating tale. That time, he and his dog just lounged around and managed to reduce the enemy's forces by 70%. Talk about teamwork. The enemy wanted to retreat, and 2 weeks later, their commander vanished faster than I lost my wallet. But our buddy Shuzayo knew Bob was a patriot, so he hiked up to Bob's mountain hut, hoping for a friendly chat and maybe a rhyme or two. Shuzayo pulled out a box with his highest honor medal, and Bob knew not to underestimate it. This medal doesn't come easily. Shuzayo had serious news. They decoded a mysterious message claiming an assassination attempt on the president in 2 weeks. Hot gossip. In 3 public appearances, the assassin will strike from a mile away. Shuzayo thought to ask Bob for a presidential hunting game. Bob is a top-notch sniper, and Shuzayo wanted to leverage his magical intuition to locate the enemy hideout. Bob started with the complex calculations: humidity, altitude, temperature, wind speed, and even the Earth's rotation. It's like he was doing algebra. He even had to calculate the bullet's flight time as if it was some far-off fantasy. Plus, the president wears a bulletproof vest. Bob said it's better to eat bowl ice cream than aim for the head. And that's exactly why Shuzayo needed Bob, hoping his sixth sense would sniff out another sniper. But Bob didn't have the slightest fondness for the current president, definitely on his blacklist. Shuzayo didn't push it, but on the way back, it seemed he knew Bob was nodding silently in agreement. Bob struggled inside, pulling out his sniper rifle, envisioning a steel coffin a mile away. Dude, that's crazy. He felt that mile-long distance was nothing to worry about. After all, it's just like a golf course in his eyes. Bob changed the firing pin after using his gun, ensuring no one could use his sniper rifle as secure as a bank. He said goodbye to his buddy Sam and ensured his dog was in good hands with a pet service. He flew into Washington, scouting out the prime sniper spots for the presidential speech. Then he zipped off to Baltimore, where the strong winds were making it nearly impossible to fire a shot. His target was Philadelphia, where the terrain would give him a shot at hitting from 1,800 meters away. He even timed the bullet flight to about 5 to 6 seconds, like cooking instant noodles. The colonel was super grateful for Bob's insight, hoping he could be the operations lookout to ensure nothing went wrong. Bob got where the colonel, with the same medal as his father, was coming from, and nodded, feeling it was all under. At the Philadelphia speech venue, the colonel set up 6 teams, each hiding in sniper-friendly spots. A chubby officer showed up, and the colonel introduced him to Bob, who was about to chat with the big star that had just received a Medal of Honor. Next up, the president's speech. The colonel told the team to be ready, and Bob snapped into action. With a wind speed of 3 miles per hour, he adjusted for a 4.5-minute mark, feeling like he was living in a movie. At that moment, the wind was just right. He knew the assassin would make a move within 10 seconds and told the team to act fast. 2 gunshots rang out, and the chaos. What a mess. The chubby officer dove in, kept firing. It was chaos, and the president seemed done for. Little did they know, it was all part of the colonel's scheme. Bob was set up faster than a fast food meal. The colonel had already sniped Bob's rifle and planted it at the scene, totally unafraid of Bob coming after him. Bob made a quick exit and ran into a young federal agent, a real greenhorn there. The chubby officer said had already shot the assassin, and Bob thought to himself, is it time to make a run for it? Bob hopped into the agent's car and took off, with cops chasing him like he was in a high-speed movie scene. Cop cars blocked nearly the entire street. Bob floored it, reversing like there was no tomorrow, a real-life chase game. Under the hail of bullets, he angrily dashed into a raging river. Officers searched for a long time underwater, but only found the black car, noting Bob had hidden himself quite. The commander ordered a lockdown, as Bob was now a swimming champion. Meanwhile, Bob hid in a boat corner. The water worsened his wounds, like being immersed in soup. Once on shore, he jacked a car. Now it was time to run for it and escape the trap. The chubby officer shot Bob, and well, that had already made headlines. His fame had spread far. He was injured by a victim, car stolen, yet he couldn't care less about the laughable situation. He couldn't help but wonder why Bob was denying the assassination. Business things weren't adding up. Bob entered the supermarket, realized he was wanted nationwide, and rushed to a trash can for stealth action. He cut the supermarket's power line and entered with a little sidekick, very sneaky indeed. He treated his wound and humorously injected himself with a thick syringe, before changing into a new outfit like getting dressed for prom. On the day of the presidential assassination, the true casualty wasn't the president, but the archbishop beside him, jaw-dropping stuff. Bob arrived in Kentucky to visit Sarah, Donna's wife. Though she had seen his photos, Sarah still felt a warm flutter.